good early morning from Texas. It is 4:30 in the morning Central Time right now. I'm sorry I can't visit you today at the Chapter Council Leader meeting, but much like the rest of my team, we are on the road traveling, doing the good work of advocacy. On my way out to Marina, California to go visit Joby Aviation, where they're going to have the Joby field trip, get a chance to see their distributed electric propulsion eVTOL aircraft, as well as new modular vertiport that they announced with Skyports. Me, myself, and 100 of my closest friends out there. Should be a fun time. But hopefully you'll get a chance to meet a couple of my new teammates today. Nina Shalat, who joined us as our ground director, taking the place on our automated goods movement side. She can explain a little bit more about herself. She's in the meeting today. She's in DC for AUSA. And then we also have Elizabeth Sela, who joined our team as a state coordinator, is going to be working very closely with us and with you on our upcoming state campaign. We're really busy. We're out there. Mike Smitsky is at the Coast Guard Academy this week, I believe, for an event. And Michael Robbins, our Executive Vice President of Government and Public Affairs, actually just got back from North Dakota this past week, where he saw Renee Shelton, who I believe isn't in the meeting today. But, thank you for all the work that you are doing on the chapter side. We got a good report from Brian about the Hampton Roads event on AAM. I know that they're looking forward to the event that's coming up here at the New England chapter, as well as with Ridge and Valley. So if you have any events that you would like publicized, please remember that you can reach out via the form stack that we have, and you'll get that event posted on the main website. Which is going through a redesign, by the way. Yesterday, actually, I was involved with the Texas UAM committee. You'll remember we talked about that earlier in the year, where much like a number of states that are really trying to lead the way in policy, the state of Texas wanted to do a legal and policy review of existing laws around drones and advanced aircraft and trying to figure out how the state can lead. One of the things that we found really problematic in the report, in the original version, was that Brent Skorup of the Mercatus Institute and Jeffrey DeCoux of the Autonomy Institute were very heavily involved in the regulatory background section. So there were some pretty bad interpretations of case law in the report that was going to be sent to the Texas legislature. Well, after going through a review with Texas Department of Transportation legal, they decided to remove the problematic interpretations, much due to a very scathing letter that we wrote alongside the help of some of our member companies and others in the industry. They came around on our thinking, and I think it's a really good step forward in how our state programs are likely going to go. It gives us a good foothold and something that we can point towards as an example of, look, we want to work with the states, but we want to not open the states to their own potential liability by misinterpreting aviation easements as something that's really going to be helpful for drones. I know that Adrian is on the road as well, and hopefully he can give you a little background on what he's doing. Then we've heard about some problematic ordinances that are popping up at the local level. One in Ohio, a local municipality wanting to regulate the distance where drones could fly around certain pieces of infrastructure. And we've heard from some people that have engaged on that has been stopped. Just by simple call and engagement, we were able to get the city council to come around on that fact. We've also seen a problematic proposal that has popped up in Oxnard, California. We'll be reaching out to that. So Jay, if you're on the call, I'm sure we'll be reaching out to you to get the ball rolling on that one. We are in the beginnings of planning for a training. This one will be virtual in December around our upcoming state plan that we'd like to lay out. We want to get some really background information and base education for you as chapter leaders on what are the best ways to go into things like constituent meetings, ways that you can be prepared, and really building relationships with legislators and lawmakers, whether that's at the city, county, or state level. Really finding good ways to engage on things, even if we don't have a specific ask. Just helping you be more prepared for that, helping you be successful, and figuring out ways that you can leverage our team as well as your other chapter leaders that you work with. I know, like I mentioned, I'm sorry that I can't be in the meeting today, but I hope that my colleagues are able to answer any of your questions. If you do have any that you think of, please email them to me. And if you want to see something specific in the chapter weekly, please, we're always open to ideas. As much as I love cherry picking articles, I hope you enjoy the things that I put out there and the background that we give on them. I'm planning to be around for the next meeting, and I hope you have a great rest of the meeting. So thanks, and enjoy your time today.